The age-old, unanswered question for corporate training. How do we know if training is actually making a difference if we can't measure its impact in real business metrics like dollars gained or saved? And even though we haven't yet found a good way to measure business impact, organizations still continue to invest billions every year training their people. And so, progressive organizations do their best to understand impact. They select a small handful of training programs, bring in an ROI expert or data scientist, and treat impact measurement as a one-time annual exercise. Does that sound familiar? But let's be honest, even the brightest data scientists can't really connect one-and-done measures like these back to a real business result. But unfortunately, there's no better alternative, is there? Why has measuring the impact of training been so hard? After all, other parts of the business, like the guys over in marketing, can do it, but that wasn't always the case for them. A decade ago, marketing was a lot like training. Their value to the organization wasn't clearly understood either. They spent a lot of money on things like billboards and newspaper ads and measured success in metrics that sound a lot like the ones training uses today. But today, our friends in marketing are able to attribute every dollar they spend directly to a lift in sales. They use metrics like units sold or new customers gained to measure their impact, because those are the metrics these guys care about. How did they get there? Marketing unlocked the power of big data, of course. Yep, the internet came along and gave rise to the field of digital marketing, equipping marketers with massive volumes of rich data so they could track every customer interaction along their journey and connect every action back to a purchase. But yet, here we are, still measuring like this. So what gives? Well, training has a big data problem. Traditional measurements, like the ones tracked in a typical corporate classroom or LMS, lack the volume, depth, and dimension needed to catalyze the same type of digital transformation that virtually every industry and profession has undergone in the last decade. But the story is about to change. L&D's digital transformation starts right now. Introducing the world's first learning attribution engine, Axonify Impact. Axonify Impact closes the loop on measurement, enabling organizations to finally understand the impact of every training program. Impact empowers learning leaders and stakeholders across the business by giving them the complete picture on training for the first time ever. How do we do it? By bringing together powerful Axonify micro-learning data, your business data, and machine learning intelligence. Let me tell you a bit more. Axonify's continuous micro-learning, powered by brain science, captures massive volumes of data points on each individual employee as they engage in daily training. What does that look like? Well, to boil it down, Axonify continuously captures question responses at multiple intervals and multiple degrees of difficulty, an employee's level of confidence in each question response, multiple iterations of a question, and on-the-job behaviors. Then, Axonify Impact uses machine learning to process your learning and business data through dozens of statistical models to uncover the true link. Now, I won't get into the details here, but machine learning is like having an entire village of data scientists right by your side, analyzing every learning program to measure, understand, and optimize business results in real time. Now that you know a little bit about how Axonify Impact works and the powerful big learning data and machine learning behind the curtains, let me show you what it looks like for learning leaders and frontline managers. As an administrator, when I jump in, I can immediately see the business goals that I'm measuring my training programs against. I work at a large retailer, so I'm mainly focused on store metrics like conversions, safety, and transaction size. Let's take a look at my transaction size goal. To dig into the details, it's been on the decline and a hot topic in the boardroom lately. From here, I can see how both maintaining what my people know and how new knowledge gained through Axonify are impacting transaction size business goals. It looks like training is impacting transaction size business results by 34%. Not bad. I can get even more granular to see how other factors, including participation in learning or known demographics like team size, all fuel my business goal as well. And I can get insight into the unknown factors that Axonify simply doesn't have direct visibility into, but contributed to transaction size, like that new bonus plan we rolled out for store associates. Impact lays out attribution for learning's piece in the context of the other factors that also influenced a business result, which is pretty cool, right? And I can even see impact trends over time to know if I'm moving the needle in the right direction. Looks like my people might need some new knowledge. To get more strategic, I can dig into subject performance. Exonify breaks it down so I can see exactly how each one is performing and then decide what to do more of or what to revisit. Looks like product knowledge is definitely working, almost 10%. Pretty sweet. But I'm not sure why my training on upselling techniques isn't generating the impact I thought it would. Maybe I'll take another look at content. Exonify Impact helps me understand what training programs are working and which ones aren't, so I can become an agile partner that's in lockstep with the business bottom line. And when a business target-like transaction size is at risk, Exonify alerts frontline managers and serves up actionable recommendations on the things they can do to get the business back on track. Frontline managers can see the opportunity for improvement on the subjects they need their teams to pay extra attention to, or exactly how a nudge to participate in training will result in a lift in transaction size. At last, learning and enablement teams can equip frontline managers with the insights they'll actually use because it gets them closer to the objectives they're actually measured on. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's all part of the award-winning Exonify micro-learning platform, which pushes out targeted training to the people that need it, in the areas that matter to the business in real time, all day, every day. Finally, there's a way to measure and understand the impact of training on the business, continuously improve the effectiveness of training programs, use training as a strategic lever to optimize business results, and a way to do all of it at scale.